I will try to try to see another one. That's for sure. I will guarantee
You were Noah Montgomery.
you.
Mr. Montgomery, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On October 27, 2024, the officer dispatched to a residence in reference to a criminal mischief in Harris County, Texas. After the initial investigation, the officer had found the defendant had left the residence, walked several streets over, and vandalized the complainant's motor vehicle. The defendant damaged the driver's side mirror by using hands to pull on and break the mirror in several places. The defendant used a knife to strike the windshield in a stabbing motion, causing damage. The damage was approximately $1,000. The complainant's daughter showed the officer a text where the defendant admitted he damaged the motor vehicle and planned on damaging the motor vehicle again in the future. The defendant was found at his residence and a bent kitchen knife was located next to him on the ground.
Okay. Mr. Montgomery, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. So what was the relationship, Alex?
Relationship, they are neighbors, Your Honor.
Just neighbors?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have any kind of allegation of alcohol or any kind of dope usage?
No, Your Honor.
Never? Okay.
No allegation. Pass.
Mr. Montgomery, like I said, I'm going to find probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go within 200 feet of where this person lives or where this person works, not to be in possession of weapons and not to have any contact with them. Do you understand? If I find that you violate this condition, I will put you in jail in a moment's notice. I will do everything in my power to protect every person of Harris County. Do you understand? How old are you, sir?
It's further into Judge, I'm inquiring about the location of his residence just to make sure it's not within the 200 feet. Is it more than that?
Less.
It's less than 200
Yeah,
feet?
she live a street over.
If it's a street over, you're probably going to be okay, I would think.
How old are you?
17, Judge.
What do you do in life?
In school?
Where do you go to school?
Clear Lake.
High school? I'm going to send you for a drug test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. If you have any kind of dope in your system, it stops today. Do you understand?
Yes.
If I find that you're smoking any kind of marijuana, using any kind of illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? It is now also a bond condition that you stay in school and that you also graduate. If I find that you're ducking out of school and you're not going, you'll be doing homeschooling with me in custody. You're going to graduate. You're going to get your high school diploma one way or the other. And if it's that you got to stay with me to get it done, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? Okay. So counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to send him for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in his system, and then we'll have him come back. And then, do you have anywhere else to go?
Not clear this morning, Judge.
So let's do this. Leave me your cell phone.
Yes.
I will text you. You can always zoom in. That we can just go. And then I just want to know what's in his system. Zoom. I'll text you. Zoom back on, and we can finish it up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Stephen, do you need a pen? Okay. Thanks. Take a seat for me in the jury box, sir.
And can you hear me, Judge?
Gotcha. Loud and clear. All right. We sent him for a drug test. What did he, if anything, did he test positive for?
He got the THC.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right. No more. I will test you 40 days from today. I'm making it a condition of your bond that you're not to use marijuana at all. Do you understand? Yes or no? If you use today, again, and I don't care if you come in here, tell me that you were in a car and everybody else was smoking, whatever the excuse may be. If I test you again, you test positive, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? You are to stay in school full time and graduate as well. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness on this case, and not to be in possession of weapons, and not to go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. If I find that you have any contact with them, you got any weapons, you pick up a new case, likewise, I will put you in jail. I will protect every person of Harris County, no matter who's in front of me. You understand? You're walking on thin ice. If that ice breaks, your butt will freeze. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel. He's here online, if you can see. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I will revoke your bond. So what we're going to do, Mr. Keen, is we will set this case over for about 40 days, a little bit over.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we will test him again on his return. And if he tests positive again, that tells me that he's continued to smoke weed, and down goes the bond.
Understood.
I don't think I've done anything else or anything that's just unreasonable. I just want him to stay out of trouble and not smoke weed while your brain is developing. And if you do too much, I'm trying to talk to you. Your brain is still developing. And if you do too much damage to it, you could become paranoid, have a psychosis, or do some permanent damage that you can never recoup from. We are trying to prevent that from happening. And we're trying to prevent you from picking up any more criminal cases. Because I'm going to tell you now, life doesn't get easier the older you get. It becomes more difficult. And the more criminal cases that you have, the more difficult life is. Do you understand, Mr. Montgomery? Okay. All right. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you then sign with a pretrial date.
December 16th.
December 16th-ish, or whatever day that week you want. It's yours.
16th is
No
great,
Friday,
Judge.
though.
The 16th works perfectly, Your Honor.
Done. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for coming back, Mr. King.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Judge, could you let, you guys have a ring? Okay.
Yes, sir. What do you need, counsel?
Judge, I have an occupation license scheduled for Thursday. I just wanted to make sure the client needed to be here or whether.
I don't think so.
Delivery out and nothing.
You know, I just don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. If you got all your documents in the row. Ramona, do we need the defendant here for an occupation?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Oops. Hey, Zoe, you want some candy? Oh, you got some? If you run out, let me know. I'll get a lot more for you.
Yes.
That's probably why she got.
Okay, Max, who do you have here?
Raquel Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Vic, you ready? Okay, this is page 20.
Rodriguez on page 25.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant's vehicle traveling 94 miles per hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. The officer observed an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and the defendant admitted to the officer that she had 2 drinks. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turns 5 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was refused. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Felt like that went really fast. So the stop was for speeding.
For speeding, yes.
Then
And then after that, they had an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and she made an admission that she drank 2 beverages.
just an odor and admission of 2 beers. Any other indication of intoxication? I mean, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes.
I know that while the SFSTs were, this is for the dams, while the SFSTs were being conducted, she was not understanding, like the officer had to explain, I think at least 4 times, the instructions for the walk-in turn, the one-leg stand. He also noticed that I think she took off her boots for the one-leg stand. She was stumbling when she was taking them off. So there were other signs that the officer.
That's what I want. I mean, I just an odor, not even a strong odor at that, you know? And then you just have an admission of 2 beers. You don't know what time. Was it over a 12-hour span? You know, there's no accident here. There's no, is she a Spanish speaker?
I believe so, Your Honor.
I don't see any indication of that.
And if I may, I've been doing DWIs for 10 years and I don't understand the instructions most of the time.
As far as I can tell, the officer also just demonstrated it to her, I mean, which is per, you know.
But
The procedure for
right, I
SFSTs,
get the
but-
SFSTs, but I mean, to even get to the SFSTs, right? You have to show something that there's some indicia of intoxication. Here, All we have is an odor and admission of 2 beers. That's not enough. An odor of alcohol in and of itself is insufficient.
It seems that this stop occurred at 2 a.m. and she made a statement that she stopped drinking at 12 a.m. So we have a 2-hour period between when she's finished
Yeah.
drinking and then
Alcohol dissipates every 1 hour. An alcoholic drink dissipates from your system.
she still had the odor in addition to that statement.
All right, I'm going to find no probable cause.
Yes, Judge.
Ma'am, be careful, really. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's so easy to take a $20 Uber, literally push one button, you have a car waiting for you wherever you want to go in this county. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right, please take a seat.